What is up, guys? A couple of quick crafting tips for the Witch Queen. Getting right into it, we have Deepsight Resonant weapons, these red border weapons. If you click on them and you come down here to the bottom, basically you just use the weapon. Activity completions will give you the most progress on this. Anyways, once you finish it, you can come down here and pick from one of two different types of elements, which are used for crafting upgrades. If you hover over this one, it gives me Ruinous. If I hover over this one, it gives me Adroit. And when you're starting out, you might be wondering, like, well, how do I know which one to pick? Well, in this example for Adroit, I'm capped, and it displays that. I'm not sure what the number is, but like once you get close enough to cap, it'll actually start showing the counter on the element that you can select. However, what you can do, and what the game doesn't tell you, is on any Deepsight Resonant weapon, if you come up in the third and fourth weapon trait slot, when you hover over it, it will show you how many of that element you have on your account. So I have 250 Adroit element here. I have 62 Ruinous element here. So it's super useful. You don't have to run back to the Enclave to see how much you have. Anyways, also worth mentioning, Deepsight Resonant weapons, when you dismantle them, they will give you resonant alloys. These are capped at 80. What I recommend doing, when you finish these and you get the elements from them, do not dismantle them. I would lock them and throw them in your vault. At least save, I don't know, 15, 20, however many you want. Do it, don't do it, but it's just the idea that we'll have more weapons to craft as time goes on, and you'll have access to these resonant alloys saved up. All right, last but not least, if you're a dim user, a couple of things that I found that have made my life much easier since weapon crafting came out is there's filters that you can use. The first being is : crafted. You type this in, it's going to return everything that you've already crafted. And like, yeah, okay, so we can see that crafted weapons show like this little cube on the bottom left. That's good and all, but when you're in a raid or going to do a nightfall or whatever, and you're trying to find your crafted weapon, good luck finding it in your vault. So is crafted is a super useful one. Another one that I found really useful would be is : Deepsight. This is going to return all of the weapons that you have that when leveled up will give you crafting elements. So super useful to find. Say you're like, oh, I need some materials to craft this gun upgrade. Boom, you can find what you've got, go level it up, and then get your gun crafted. Furthermore, if you want to be more specific, you can type Deepsight : and then if you can see from the drop down, you can basically do whatever the element name is, and it is going to return all of the weapons that can give you the mutable element. So this is super useful instead of having to individually inspect weapons and go, you know what I'm saying. You don't have to do that. You can also use Deepsight Complete for like when you do finish one and you save it in your vault, like let's say next season, let's say you save up 20 of them for the resonant alloys and you want to double check and make sure which ones were Deepsight. You can do that. It's going to return Deepsight, the completed ones, but I don't have any because I've used them all. But anyways, that's just a couple quick tips. Hopefully that was helpful. If it was, tell your friends. Hopefully it makes their life easier. But anyways, I appreciate you checking out the video. Later, dudes.